There's a lot of people in the world who do a very difficult job. I'm talking about the world's bomb disposal experts. But the thought went through my mind, what would happen if you had a situation and you didn't have experts? So imagine, if you would, that this is a small police station on the eastern seaboard of the United States, the white sand beaches and the Atlantic Ocean lapping up on them. Sounds rather idyllic, doesn't it? Anyway, the phone goes and the conversation might go something like this. Sullivan Police Station, Officer Jenkins speaking. How can I help you? Officer Wilkinson. Hello, Bob. Yeah, you're a little late checking in, Bob. Yeah, what's the matter? Did you find some sort of a problem on your round? You what? You found a shell on the beach. You think that's unusual, do you, Bob, finding a shell on the beach? What's the matter, Bob? Doesn't it make the sound of the ocean when you put it up to your ear? Oh, it's not that kind of shell. Now, what's that noise, Bob? Well, I was sort of hoping it was coming from your watch. It's not, it's coming from the shell. I have to tell you, Bob, I think you've got a live one there, son. Yeah. Okay, right, we'll take the procedures in place as we normally would. I will get a crew together and we'll send them down. Well, they won't come immediately, but they'll probably come. Well, no, it's no. Well, no, I can't leave the office, Bob. You know that. It's not possible for me. No, don't bring it in here. No, look, Bob, I have a manual here, and you and I are going to disarm this thing. And stop whining, Bob. Get control of yourself. If anything goes wrong, Bob, it's me they're going to want to talk to, not you. All right, Bob, now get control of yourself. Now, describe the shell to me, Bob. What's it look like? It's sort of torpedo shaped. Right, okay. Are there any markings on it, Bob? I mean, it could be one of ours, It says made in Japan. Well, it still could be one of ours. Look around on it, Bob, and see if there's any serial number or markings that I can reference in the manual here. Right, okay. Yeah, read that out to me, Bob. A T914JQ7. All right, Bob, just let me have a look through the manual here, man. Wow. I got to tell you there, Bob, you got a right one. Yeah, that sucker's good for 6 square blocks. Yeah. You what? You're going to phone me back. Why are you going to phone me back, Bob? There's a telephone booth 7 blocks away. Bob, get control of yourself. Stop whining. As I said, you and I are going to disarm this thing. Now, just let me have a look here a minute, Bob. Right, okay. Do you see about 6 inches from the tail, Bob? You see there's a round circular plate that's held on by 4 screws? Yeah, you see that? Okay, now it says in the manual here, this is very important. These screws must be removed using a T914J7 anti-magnetic tungsten-bladed screwdriver. Do you have one of those, Bob? You don't. Okay, well, use a coin then or something, Bob. I don't know. You got those screws out? Yeah. Yeah, you look down in there, it's quite complicated, isn't it, Bob? I'm looking here in the manual and I can see lots. I'll tell you what, Bob, you see just inside the opening, you see a little wheel there. You see that little wheel? Yeah, why don't you try turning that little wheel, Bob? Well, I don't know, turn it to the left. Yeah, I can hear it. It's ticking a lot faster now, isn't it, Bob? Yeah, we're going to have to work a little bit quicker now, Bob. Now, it says here in the manual, and this is very important, there are 2 wires. One of them's a bluish gray, and the other one's a grayish blue. And it says, under no circumstances should... I'm sorry, Bob. I can't read the rest of what it says. Somebody spilled some coffee on the manual. And who are you talking to, Bob? A little boy, Bob. Bob, get him out of here. This is a difficult situation. It could be dangerous. He what? He says it's his. He says it's his toy torpedo. Bob, let me speak to the lad, would you please? And he what? He's taken his toy torpedo and run off down the beach with it. Okay, Bob. Bob, you don't think through these things, do you? I mean, do you know how much valuable police time that we've wasted over a toy torpedo? What was that noise, Bob? Well, it sounded like an explosion. We what? We just sunk a freighter in the harbor. Oh well, it's the Coast Guard's problem now, Bob, not ours. Thanks a lot.